Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a holiday look because I love the holidays. They make me so happy. So yeah, it's actually my last week here in the RV, so it's a little sad. I'm not sure where I'm gonna film next, but I'm gonna try to film like a couple things in here, so you guys will probably still see me in here for a little longer than I actually am in here. But I've also been trying to do like some vlogs for fun, and I'll probably do some when we go home, because finally Taylor gets to go home and spend Christmas with our families, and it should be really good. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so I'm gonna do my brows first. I'm gonna do my eyes before I do the rest of my face as well, so I'm gonna go into my normal ABH dip brow in dark brown. Okay, so the brows are done, and I'm gonna go ahead and put concealer underneath my brows and on the rest of my lid as my primer. Alright, so we're all concealed and primed. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the eye look. I apologize for the sound in the background. They just decided to mow the lawn right now, so there's not even any grass on this side of the park, so I don't know what they're doing, honestly, and I don't really have enough time to film later, so we're just gonna roll with it, and if you guys hear it, it's alright, because it's not about the sound, right? It's about the makeup. So I'm gonna use my Jaclyn Hill palette. You guys already know this is like my favorite palette ever. So first I'm gonna go into this shade here as my transition shade. I'm gonna use this Morphe M441. I did not set my eye with powder either. Okay, seriously, there hasn't been any sounds going on at all until right now. And now Zeus is pacing. Zeus, calm down. Stop pacing. So what I'm doing is I'm just slowly taking that shade and building. Did anybody else get the free holiday cup when you buy a holiday drink that day? Or this isn't even Starbucks, I love the cup. Alright, so I've got that shade pretty much down, and now I'm going to go in with a deeper shade with a different brush. I'm going to use my favorite unknown Morphe brush. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. So right now we're going to keep it pretty neutral, and then we'll add on a color. Oh, sorry, my hair is at that weird length where it sticks up when you straighten it. It's so annoying. Alright, I'm gonna take that shade and put it right under that transition and like kind of mix it with the transition as well, so it'll be a little higher than the crease but also in the crease. I like using this brush because it does get a little bit on the outside of my eyelid also, which is what I'm going for. So you're gonna take it from the outside and then brush it into the crease. Like that. And to achieve this look, you don't have to use the same palette. You can just use a light orangey tone transition shade and then a warm tone brown for this part. And then when we get to the color part, you can probably find plenty of colors like it right now, since it is the holiday season and a lot of companies are making holiday stuff. So, I mean, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, and I've had this palette for a long time, that's why I use it so often. Alright, so now I've got that shade on. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the transition shade and go over that where they meet and blend them together. Okay, now I'm going to kind of cut the crease, but only a little bit, just because I want the color to stand out when I put it on, but just the half. You know, I don't ever do a full one. Alright, so we've got that, and now I'm gonna go in with this green and put it over the concealer. Now I am gonna wet my brush because it works better if you do that. But this is like a pretty shimmery green, and you can use any pretty shimmery green. It doesn't have to be from the palette. I'm gonna put it over the concealer. Alright, now I'm gonna do the other eye real quick. Okay, so I got a little bit of concealer up here on accident. So I'm gonna take that brush that I used for the transition shade and go over it real quick. And then I'm gonna take that darker shade that I used and go over that lightly. And voila, it's fixed. Okay, so now that I've got the color on, I'm gonna take this more compact brush. It's an M433, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. It's a little deeper than the other shades, and go in the outer corner right here where I didn't put anything. Alright, now that that's all blended out, we're gonna take the shade where we did the one right below the transition shade. We're gonna dip into that, and we're gonna go carefully over top where we did the crease, just to blend it out a little bit smoother. And with that part, you want to be really gentle so that you don't touch too much of the green that we did. I'm gonna go in with the same deepest shade and blend again. And since that green does go into the crease, you want to take the deeper shade if you have eyes like me and go into the crease so that you're meeting the green like this side. So a little like this. Wow, I just tried to drink my setting spray. Alright, so now we're done with the lids. We're gonna move on to the face, and I ran out of primer, so we're not gonna use any today. And we're gonna go on with my, like, you guys are like, can we even see that? You already know though, my Wet n Wild foundation. Right now I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. And I guess since we're doing like glam today, I'll do the whole fancy thing. Like that, right? Except I never put a ton underneath the eyes. Now I'm gonna set with Laura Mercier translucent powder. You guys know I like to set my whole face. Alright, so now that I don't look like a patchy skinned mess, we're getting there. We're gonna use this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I don't even know why I do my face on camera sometimes. I literally do the exact same thing every time. Alright, I'm going to highlight just the cheeks and the nose. I'm not highlighting my eyes yet. I'm going in with my ABH Resi. I think that's how you say her name. I'm not really sure. I just think that this gold tone highlight looks really good with like a holiday glam. Alright, now I'm going to do the nose picking thing and wipe off my jewelry so I don't look crusty. And I'm going to go ahead and apply lashes now. Wish me luck. I'm going to use these Kiss lashes in the style of Ritzy. While I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. And I'm going to put on some mascara. And if you didn't want to do lashes because you have beautiful lashes, or you just don't care for them like I used to, you guys already know, you can just leave it at that. That's pretty. Alright, so now I got the lashes on, and I'm ready to focus on the lower lash line. So I got this Morphe pencil brush. I'm going to go into the shade that I did in the crease, the one after the transition shade. I'm going to go all the way on the bottom. Now I'm going to take this flat brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to go into the deeper shade and stamp it across my lash line. Now I'm only going to do it about halfway to open up the outer portion of my eyes to go with the lashes. And then I'm going to take that lighter shade again and blend together. Okay, and now I'm going to highlight my brow bone and inner corner, and I'm going to be using the same highlight that I use for my face. Now whenever I do the brow bone, I just go on with a dry brush, and whenever I do the inner corner, I wet my brush. Alright, now I'm going to put some mascara on my lower lashes. And I got a little mascara on my face. So we're going to move on to lips while that dries, and I'll show you how to fix that. So I'm going to go in with this ColourPop shade, Bam. And I found that this shade is a little difficult to work with because it's so, it's one of their satin lips and it's very liquidy, if that makes sense. So I usually just put a little bit in the center, and then I use a brush to define my lips a little bit more instead of going on with the actual applicator, because it is very goopy and sometimes it's hard to deal with. So I push together like that, and then I take the brush, dab it on there, and I chose a satin lip today because my lips are really dry and it dries down like semi-matte, and it's a lot more comfortable than a regular matte. And like I said, it's a little difficult to work with, so I am gonna clean it up a little bit. Now I'm gonna go back in with that brush and fix it up. And for this look, you can use any red lip. I was going to use Fenty's red lip, but it's my car. So, you know, I thought about it. I could walk to my car, or I could choose a dark red, and either way, that one dries down to a matte too, so I thought this one would be perfect. And anytime I ever do a bold lip, I always use a brush to outline because I like it to be perfectly defined. I'm very perfectionist. Okay, so now let's fix the... So take a dry Q-tip. It wipes right off because it dried down, and then just pat it out with no additional product, just whatever's left, on your beauty blender, and you should be good to go. See, it's gone. So you just have to be patient with it and let it dry. So I'm going to take a little bit more highlight and highlight my lip, and I can say that this is the final look. So we're going to set our face. And that is it for this holiday glam tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you kind of get my green and red thing here, because I'm sure at first you were like, it's just green. Like, what's so special about that? Well, hold on, because we got a red lip, so that makes it holiday, right? I'm just kidding. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I think this look is kind of fun either way, but it's like a fun color combo, and you can say, hey, it's for the holidays. You know what I mean? So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I try to post like at least once a week. Sometimes I post twice a week if I'm feeling a little fancy, and there should be a lot more coming, and I should be vlogging a lot more about like what's going on to keep you guys updated, because this next month or so is going to be crazy for me. So if you'd like to keep updated on what I'm doing, because you know, you're my family or my friend, or you're just a little nosy, you want to know what's going on, keep on watching my channel and subscribe. And also, I always link my Instagram, so if for some reason you didn't have me on there and find me that way, and you found me on YouTube somehow, you can go ahead and follow my Instagram. I actually have two. I'll post both of them today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.